What's going on, people? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. For today, I thought we'd take a look at the Susanoo from Japanese mythology. If you've watched Naruto, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And if you haven't, well, here's a few examples. Pretty cool, right? Anyway, I thought it would be fun to take a look at what the Susanoo actually is and what the story behind it actually is. So, let's get into it.
The waters of the sea cover a large part of planet Earth and are responsible for helping to maintain the climate and the development of life as we know it. The sea is also a rich source of food, and for many ancient peoples, it was much more than a great blue.
Okay, I'm confused. It's the ocean. But the Susanoo is like protective armor made from one's chakra. What's that have to do with the ocean? Anyway, let's continue.
Vastness. In ancient Japan, it was believed that the sea was ruled by a powerful god, capable of stirring the waters and creating great waves and storms. His name was Susanoo.
This was not what I was expecting. I know the Susanoo to be chakra, which is basically energy manifested into physical armor. Did not know it was basically Japan's version of Poseidon, but kind of looks cool. Let's continue.
The storm god. Susanoo is the son of the god Izanagi. He is also the younger brother of Amaterasu, the sun goddess.
Okay, those are terms from Naruto as well, like Tsukiyomi, obviously. Spoilers ahead. Obviously, Tsukiyomi, Madara's plan, like the whole reason the fourth Great Ninja War was fought. It's a person. So I guess Naruto just basically took the terms and made it its own. I respect that. And Amaterasu, I know it has black flames personally, but also a person. But anyway, let's continue.
And Tsukiyomi, the moon god. The three brothers were known as the three noble children. They were among the most powerful beings in the world, unlike her brother and sister, who had a commendable and controlled.
That's Hanzo from Overwatch. Horrible character to play with. Looks pretty cool, but he sucks to play with. Unless you're really good and you know what you're doing, which I am not. So he sucks. But he's cool. Anyways.
Behavior. Susanoo was unpredictable and easily irritated, and, like the sea, Susanoo could move from serene tranquility to a whirlwind of.
Menzo's basically bipolar. See? Gods are basically people, just with powers. I mean, sure, he's the god of the ocean, but he's a bipolar bitch.
Waves and destruction. In his fits of rage, he could destroy rocks or even whole mountains with his bare hands. This even made the other gods try to keep a safe distance from his enormous strength. But in his moments of peace.
Okay, this artwork makes him look like a total G. It's freaking awesome. Like, with the katana and everything. Just quality.
Susanoo proved to be a generous and heroic god. He was the most skillful swordsman among the gods. According to legend, Susanoo lives with the other.
So that's basically Japanese mythology's Olympus. Cool. This looks better than Olympus, kind of. It's more floral. I like flowers, so I rate this.
Other gods in Takamagahara, the plane of high heaven. Because of the constant tranquility in the realm of the gods, Susanoo was easily bored and always sought some way to pass the time. His favorite activities were playing tricks on the gods or on human beings. This often led to bad and disastrous situations. He offended the gods by breaking their sacred objects, and when he went down into the world of humans, he would usually provoke sea storms, landslides, and even tsunamis. Those killed many people. In one of those episodes, Susanoo caused such a great destruction in the human world that the god Izanagi was forced to banish him to Yomi, the world of the dead.
What the hell? I thought he was a god. I thought they were supposed to be good. No, but he was banished to the underworld. Well, the land of the dead. But it's basically the underworld. No one wants to be there. I mean, in Greek mythology, Hades was sent there to rule, and well, he was tricked to be there, and now he hates his brothers because of that. Most of the time. But still, you don't do that.
Accepting exile, Susanoo began to prepare for his long journey to the underworld. However, before leaving, he wanted to say goodbye to his older sister Amaterasu. When Susanoo left for the kingdom of Amaterasu, he moved so fast that the sound of his footsteps was like thunder, and as he passed,
So Japanese mythology was too lazy to create their own Hades. They were just like, our version of Poseidon can be Hades as well. I mean, to be fair, it does make him cooler than Poseidon in a way. I mean, Poseidon's awesome, don't get me wrong. He's like one of my favorite Greek mythology gods, but he can't move that fast. Also, he's a dick sometimes.
the trees were torn from the ground and the earth shook. Upon hearing such a great thunder, Amaterasu feared that his brother was in one of his usual states of fury and prepared to fight Susanoo. But when Susanoo arrived, he was surprisingly calm and asked to spend a few days in Amaterasu's kingdom.
That's actually quite interesting. I mean, the fact that Sister Amaterasu was about to fight Susanoo, or at least wanted to, or was prepared to. Wonder how that fight would have went down, because in the Naruto version, if you sent Amaterasu onto a Susanoo, it wouldn't end well for the Susanoo, because basically Amaterasu is an inextinguishable black fire, and well, energy is gonna burn, or will melt through and burn the user of the Susanoo. So technically the Amaterasu wins. So interesting stuff this.
Susanoo quickly became bored with the peaceful days and decided to set up a booby trap. This eventually led to the death of one of the weavers who worked on a new cloak for Amaterasu. Very sad about what happened, Amaterasu locked herself up in a cave, depriving the world of precious sunlight. Desolated by the consequences of his actions, Susanoo descended into the human world, looking for some way to fix his mistakes. Upon arriving on Earth, Susanoo found an elderly couple crying helplessly, for their only daughter had been devoured by the terrible dragon Yamata no Orochi.
Okay, Orochi looks like a snake. Well, it's a dragon, but ancient dragons also kind of look like snakes. Another fun fact, one of the characters in Naruto is Orochimaru. He's very much associated with snakes, so again, Naruto very much just stole names and shit from this Japanese mythology story, which is very much interesting. They should make an anime about it. I'd so watch that. But also, Yamato no Orochi looks very much like Hydra from the Greek mythology. It's quite interesting. Wonder if it works the same, cut off one head to grow back. Let's see.
The eight-headed, eight-tailed dragon. The elderly explained that the dragon demanded the sacrifice of maidens every full moon night, and if his wishes were not granted, the dragon would destroy everything in his path.
I might be wrong, But I think the Hydra kind of works similarly. Like they had to give a sacrifice to the Hydra, if not it would destroy like the villages and stuff. Very similar mythologies are. Did not know that.
There was only one damsel left in that area, Princess Kushinada, and when he met her, Susanoo was impressed with her beauty and delicacy.
What's with these gods from mythologies and wanting to get with humans and make babies all the time? Like, I mean, that's how you get demigods and stuff, so it's very much a problem. There's too many of them. I mean, Poseidon did the same thing. Poseidon had so many children, like, they lost count. Just the famous ones everyone knows, like Percy Jackson.
Susanoo offered to face the dragon, but in return, he asked for the princess's hand in marriage.
Okay, that's at least better. He asked for her to marry him. Poseidon just wham bam, thank you ma'am, and left and disappeared into the ocean, never to be seen again. I mean, he communicated with his children by water. Father of the year, I tell you.
The princess readily accepted the proposal, and Susanoo left to face the dragon. Susanoo knew the dragon was too powerful to be faced directly. A plan was needed to weaken the giant monster. Susanoo dressed in simple clothes and pretended to be one of the villagers. When he found the dragon at sea, Susanoo offered 8 barrels of wine, 1 for each head, saying that the wine would help open the appetite of the beast. The dragon accepted the offering, and he quickly revealed signs of drunkenness.
How do you get a mythological fuck, I don't know what the word is. How do you get a mythological creature drunk on wine nonetheless? I mean, okay, sure, if it's box wine, sure, it's gonna kick your ass, but like, come on, that thing's huge, and it has 8 heads. I mean, okay, fine, probably has one, it's attached to one body. It's like one stomach drinking 8 times as much. But still, that thing is huge. But anyway, let's continue.
Susanoo then revealed his true face, starting an epic battle. The fight was so violent it could be heard from a long distance, and though the dragon was weakened, he was still a formidable opponent.
Apparently he controls lightning. So this man is Poseidon, Hades, and Zeus. Oh shit. I said Hades, but I meant Hermes. Don't at me. Edit. Hermes, not Hades. Hermes.
Susanoo used all his skill as a swordsman and managed to eliminate all the dragon's heads, putting an end to his reign of tyranny. When the dragon's gigantic body fell, Susanoo noticed a strange glow emanating under the scales of one of his tails. The glow came from a magic sword, Kusunagi Tsurugi. Susanoo took the sword from the dragon's body and returned to the kingdom of Amaterasu, where he offered the precious weapon as a gift and apologized to the goddess. Amaterasu accepted the gift and reconciled with her brother. For having defeated the dragon, Susanoo was able to return to the plane of high heaven, together with his beloved princess, where they now live happily in the company of the other gods.
Okay, that's a very cute story with a happy ending. Okay, it's not cute, but it's cute, it's quaint, it's what you'd expect. And I very much enjoyed that. Probably do some more digging on it for my personal interest. But yeah, that was the story of Susanoo. Very much not what I was expecting. Naruto very much lied to me. But anyways, thank you for watching my video. Hope you enjoyed. Please hit that like button and subscribe. Check you guys next time. Bye.